Tiffany Justice. So, Tiffany, huge story in the New York Times today. What the Moms for Liberty are stirring it up in New York City. This thing you had one of your town halls, and it sounds in the New York Times it ended in a riot. Am I to read that correctly?
God forbid we go into the Democratic stronghold of New York City, right? The unions, Randy Weingarten is freaking out, Steve. So we went on January 18th and we did a town hall in Manhattan. It was about 25 degrees. The Manhattan Borough President, Mark Levine, was down on the street with a bullhorn. Yeah, there were protesters out there, a lot of Democratic socialists and communists with signs, fighting for the revolution. And we were upstairs while they were yelling at a building, and we were having a really important conversation about education in New York City public schools, where only 11% of black students are reading on grade level. But what Mark said when he was down on the street was, we're not interested in anything that Moms for Liberty has to say or what they're talking about upstairs. So that leads me to believe that the leaders in Manhattan are not very concerned with academic achievement in their schools.
Talk to us about the unions are coming in hard. You had this the other day in Wisconsin. You guys won 75% of your races. Where you're losing, it's a concentration of teacher union money. The teacher unions understand Moms for Liberty, which you don't want it to be this way. But what it's gotten to be is a war between the parents and the teachers union. You've seen this in New York, and you see it particularly, I think it was in Wisconsin, where they put it was $180,000.
Yep. Union bosses in control lead to learning losses. That is a mantra that the American public should say over and over again. So where the union gets heavily involved, academic achievement is falling faster than we can possibly imagine. And you're right. They're putting a ton of money into races. Recently, in one county in Wisconsin, they put over $180,000 into school board races there. And so if we had half of the money that the unions had that we could put in races across the United States, we would be beating the pants off of them.
So talk to us about that. What do you mean? They're coming in and they're specifically backing certain candidates and putting certain money in?
Yeah, we absolutely have the union running scared. We are disrupting the balance of power in public education in America. What your viewers really need to understand is that the public schools are no longer about teaching reading, writing, and math. The unions need the schools. The Biden administration needs the schools. The teachers' unions have become the foot soldiers of the progressive far left, and they do not want parents involved. In fact, they have named parents as the enemy. There was a New Jersey Education Association commercial that they ran during elections that actually said that. And so, for American parents, the idea that somehow we're the enemy of schools and of teachers, that's absolutely ridiculous. Steve, they tell me what my kids can eat every day of the week, but they won't give me a list of what will be taught in the schools. And so the unions want to shut parents and community members out of these school board races. They do not want people who are going to be critical of the failure that we are seeing happen across the country in control. And they are putting millions and millions of dollars into races across the United States. Moms for Liberty is a C4. We also have a PAC that we want to use to really help to get people elected. And so we're fundraising right now for that PAC. It's incredibly important that conservatives understand that we have to get involved in these races, because what's happening in the schoolhouse is going to affect what happens in the future of America going forward.
How do people get to Moms for Liberty? Because you're taking the fight everywhere now. You're not backing off. You're going to New York City, everywhere. Where do people go to find out more and support you?
Yeah, we're not taking any stars off of the flag. We're going to fight for every state in America. So go to momsforliberty.org and join us. Donate if you can. You need to understand that the left knows how important school board races are. They know how important public education is, and they want to keep control. So if you can help us in any way, go to momsforliberty.org. You can click to start a chapter of Moms for Liberty. You can click to join as a national member and learn more about the work that we're doing. Steve, these are the bravest patriots I know, mom and dads across the country that are going up against the union.
Tiffany, thank you so much. We'll drive everybody there today. Tiffany Justice.